Hello, my name is Schimel and I'm the publisher of Midsummer Press, a poetry press with a very strong focus in international literature through two primary imprints that we have. One is Periscope, which publishes women poets in translation. So far we've published from Estonia, Slovenia, Lithuania, Spain and Latvia. And we also publish an imprint called Body Language, which is devoted to LGBT voices, and in which we also include a lot of translations, such as our most recent book, Tracing the Unspoken by Milan Šelj, translated by the author together with Harvey, Vincent, which I'm proud to introduce now. Milan will be reading as part of the virtual San Jordi celebration. He is a Slovenian poet, the author of 4 collections so far. He's also a literary translator. He's been living in London for many years now, and now splits his time between London and the Slovenian coast. So I will leave you with Milan, who will read a few selections from his book in the English translation, and also give you a chance to listen to one of the poems in the original in Slovenian. Thank you.
Hello everybody. My name is Milan Šelj. I'm a Slovenian poet and translator. I've lived in London for almost 30 years and have published 4 books of poetry so far. I started to write Tracing the Unspoken in 2015, and the Slovenian version was published by ŠKUC-Lambda in 2018. 3 years ago, my collaborator and dear friend Harvey, Vincent and I started to translate Tracing the Unspoken into English. I was incredibly lucky to have found him. From the very beginning, we collaborated as 2 equals. Translating my own work with Harvey proved to be a challenging but incredibly rewarding process for both of us, as well as a labor of love. Tracing the Unspoken was published by a Midsummer Press in New York last December. Tracing is unique for me. This time I was able to step from the inside to the outside and wrote a book about loss, grief and hope, desire and love. Here's a little preview of Tracing the Unspoken. You have no idea how small this town is. Desperation is stifling, and Center is old. Why don't you cut off your shirt sleeves and send them to me? I will embrace myself with them when I'm not able to shorten your absence. To save myself, I will search for consolation between the scraps of fabric and let your scent linger on the cuffs. I would like to read now the same poem in Slovenian version in order to give you the sound and the music of language. Ti ne poznaš majhnosti mojega mesta. Ne spustite iz obupa, ki traja stoletja in duši. Odreži rokave na srajci in mi jih pošli. Objel se bom z njimi, kadar ne bom več mogel skrajšati tvoje odsotnosti niti za milimeter, za eno samo minuto, da se rešim. Med strganimi krpicami in bombažnimi vlakni bom iskal utehe, na manšetah sledi tvojega rezkega vonja. Sunday morning is glassy, and the light is bitter. Blocks of flats built under the communists are magnified by the creaking of an old bus as it staggers on its way to the suburbs. Aimlessly, I end up at the Central Post Office. Through a window, I try to imagine your face in the reflection. The breath on my lips is a measure of distance between you and me. In the back seat of the car, he mutters to himself. God, for the first time, I think I'm falling in love with a man. For a moment, I find this confession banal. Do I detect a whiff of regret in his voice? Maybe he thinks he's been missing something. A whisper. Lovey, don't worry. There's a first time for everything. Thank you.